everybody. Welcome to another installment of Ranwin Parked, the show where myself, Co-Dodger, Kurt J. Mack, and ZK look at car ads from across the internet. That is absolutely the best job I've ever done at the intro for this. And we had zero lead time. Like, we are as unprepared as possible. So, the lesson to you crazy kids out there is never try. How's it going?
Fine. How are you?
Professionalism is over.
Yes. We've tapped out of those reserves right at the get-go.
It has been a month. It has been an entire month since we ran and parked. I feel like my extracurricular activities have been Ranwin Parked themed, though. I used a Ranwin Parked vehicle and a vehicle that was featured on Ranwin Parked at the same time. Kind of. Because I used the ramp truck to bring the good Ranwin Parked bug to Rallycross, and it was the previous video. It got way more views than Ranwin Parked ever does, so I have absolutely no reason to tell you to go watch it here, because you already did. But it was a lot of fun. Wouldn't do it again.
Like fun.
I think you would enjoy it, Kurt. I think you would enjoy it more than Autocross.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I've already determined that, having done neither.
Yeah, my grand experience of done neither and never even attended either.
It seems like a lot more of a workout than I suppose I imagined it.
It is. I mean, the format of what we did was really a workout because there were so few cars. But, like, I hurt. Like, I was exhausted. It was a lot more intense than I expected it to be. But also way more casual, I think.
Yes.
Would be the word I would use.
That's been my experience as well. It's not as try-hardy.
And I always get this. Like, anytime at Autocross, during the driver's meeting, everybody always, like, shit talks the, like, track day people. And you know, that kind of subset of people. And if you go to a Rallycross event, because I've, like, visited Rallycross events, I've never competed in one, but they always throw shade at autocrossers because they're so serious, but yet they don't have any fun.
Their life lacks all joy.
Right, yeah. And I'm like, I get it. Like, I do see that Rallycross is just more fun, but I definitely appreciate the finer details of Autocross. Like, it feels like a little bit more of a precision game, and it's way more focused on car prep, and that's the kind of stuff that I really enjoy.
This nerd.
But Rallycross is like yeet, and that's why Powers is so good at it. But I think it's fun.
I wish there was, I don't know, I haven't done super in-depth research, but I feel like there's only one, like, club, organization around here. And, like, they always sell out, and they're very expensive. And they do, like, full weekends. And, yeah, I have noticed that, like, oh, like, in addition to your timed runs, there's also just, like, you know, everybody gets a fun run or whatever.
Yeah, we had two fun runs. Look on Motorsports Reg, because I didn't realize how many clubs there were, because there's all these offshoots of, like, people that did NASA or SCCA events, but then they make their own club because they don't want to pay NASA or SCCA fees.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this was. Like, Tar Heel is a group that they literally use the SCCA rulebook, but then they host their own events. And Motorsports Reg seems to be where everybody posts their events now, because it's, like, just the easiest way to get people registered. You might find more around you that way.
Yeah, I think it's, like, monthly. They send me an email that's like, here's all the events within 300 miles of you.
Yeah.
I swear, I think I am, like, subscribed to something like that, but there aren't that many.
That's surprising, considering like where you are and how popular that kind of stuff generally seems to be around there. Weird. I don't know. Maybe it's because land value is too high around there.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Nobody-
The land that isn't valued is mountains.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to rallycross through, a mountain, and any land that's
Well,
flat enough is $1 million.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to the place where it's like it's hard to rallycross your van house that you live in.
That's not entirely true. Yeah, I think if you could find it, you'd have a good time with it. I don't know that you have a car for it, but
The Z would be good.
Crosstrack would scare me, but I don't think you would drive it. You wouldn't powers it.
No, I don't think I could powers it. It's an automatic, and I could turn off the traction control.
Powers would powers an automatic Yugo. Yeah, the Z would be amazing. Honestly, I am hooked on the idea of doing it in the Supra now. I think the Supra would be a total blast at that kind of stuff. But
I mean, I did it in a Saab.
Episode title.
Coming to the Randall Park T-shirt store.
Make sure you write that down. It's late. I might forget. Let's get into the ads before this gets too carried
You
away.
didn't even talk about your gooch.
Well, you welded it up so good that it speaks for itself now. What
Then again, I don't think anyone listening doesn't know that you were over here.
They might not know. It was the first time I've been there in I've not been put to work. I put you to work to ruin my car. It's been an interesting time.
A month. Yeah, it's been a month.
Yeah, it's been a month. How about a 1972 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe?
No.
How about a two-wheel puller? 118-inch wheelbase? What is
Hell
this?
yeah.
What does this mean?
I'm assuming it's a tractor puller.
A tractor puller or a tractor pull?
Tractor pull, or whatever you call them.
Because this is the Rough Rider 2, TOO. And yeah, I can't figure out from the pictures if this thing is powered or towed.
As a toad.
But there's a seat and a wheel and an air compressor.
Those don't look like real pedals. They look like made out of cardboard.
And it's got skinnies up front, fatties in the rear. I guess it's supposed to be a tractor puller.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got a diff and everything. But it looks like a sled. It's real confusing.
Confused too. I'm also confused by the windshield, which looked like it was made out of fiberboard. But I think that's just dirt.
I hadn't even noticed that. Yeah, is it plexiglass, but you haven't peeled the paper yet?
Yeah.
Such a good. That's top 5 best feelings. Peeling the paper off plexiglass. Because that's
It always tears.
But it's that literally is the only seconds that Lexan is not scratched. That is the one moment in your life you can look through it without scratches. It's such a good feeling. I'm kind of a big fan of this artwork, though. It's got charm.
It has something.
Reminds me of you.
Thanks. Some pictures of these tires, which don't look very treaded, but I guess that's what you need in sand.
18.
I'm sorry.
18.4 by 16.1. Okay, those sizes make no sense to me.
I don't think.
It's a metric.
I highly doubt that. There you go. That's
I know. It's actually an 18.4-1.
What does that mean?
Sidewall of
okay,
4.
no, 4-16. What? I don't know. Okay, never mind.
No,
Ignore me.
it's who knows. We don't
I was
know
looking up lawnmower tires, and
Oh, I
they're in
forgot
weird
to-
sizes too.
Hold on, there we go. I forgot to use the remote.
I don't remember what I. Oh wait, I think I have the only first gen 4Runner that I can afford.
Is it crushed now? Okay.
Yep. Make an offer, 85 4Runner. The body's a little beat up. The top is no good, but there's still some parts left. This thing is just like a swamp thing.
Any ad that has a shrug emoji in it's good. Ooh.
Find your way around the barbed wire raspberry bush vines.
So that first picture had like an ATV or something. That looks like it's 2 feet above.
You're not wrong. It's got no wheels on it. But
Does it have a frame still?
It said the frame body is beat up. Oh, straight axle frame. Where it
Okay.
is, as anybody's guess.
Okay.
Yeah. How could you know? That's thick. You're gonna need
Yeah,
fire to get to that thing.
Blackberry bushes are no joke.
Dang. Does these come with some blackberries? Ooh,
Yeah,
That's
this is a very
that's
artistic
art.
shot.
it
by the way,
is.
but
Yeah. Did Powers take this?
It also features on the sun visor the slug
Oh
trails.
yeah.
A new
Yeah. Put
frequent
that.
guest star in Grind When Parked.
Put that on the bingo card.
Slug trails.
Slug trails. Yeah.
Ooh.
That ship sailed, Kurt. Like you're never getting a 4Runner. That's not gonna happen.
No, I know. It's the
You're not even-
Pathfinders
yeah,
now.
You're not even gonna get a Pathfinder. That's,
No, they don't
You have to buy a
exist.
Pathfinder like next week to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, that's a narrow window. What in the heck is that?
That's a 1963 Ford Econoline 6-wheeler thing. It's a one-off custom, thank God. No motor, no trans, clear Texas title, cash only. No rush to sell.
How's
It's on
this-
here, it's available.
How does this piece of crap have a Texas title, like an actual title to it? I cannot find a Datsun 620 with a title to save my life.
So it was a van that they cut the back off of and welded to the front and added another axle
Can you go back?
and the fifth wheel or whatever you call those.
Hey, I didn't know Powersball did this. To his credit, the skid plate did not fall off.
Is that even bolted on or is it just sitting there?
It looks heavy enough to just be sitting there.
Yeah, I don't see the bolts on the right and left there.
Here's a little. I've spent a lot of time on the road recently. A really satisfying thing is when there's a truck going down the road and they have the grease like on the. This is called a shoe, right?
Mm.
Or a fifth wheel.
Fifth wheel, but it has another name.
It does have another name, but yeah, when they have like the grease globbed on it, like
when it's like fresh.
yeah, it's like fresh, like it hasn't a trailer hasn't been made into it yet. For some reason, it's a really satisfying thing to see. I don't know why. It's my visual ASMR.
No idea what these little hoses on the door are supposed to be.
They look like propane regulators.
But why? It's got stacks though.
Air brakes for
Looks-
the trailer.
It looks like super bent too. Like the back's coming down, the cab's going forward.
I mean, they just welded the butt to the head, so who knows?
I love the really good job of covering up the taillight there. It's
This
good.
thing's just weird.
And these weird like steelies on the back too. They're like,
Yeah,
they're
the
like giant
skinniest
donuts.
tires.
What?
And they're like spare tires.
Yeah, they look like spares to an SUV.
Yeah.
What a thing.
That is a thing.
Texas is real special.
Con-O-line.
It's the O-line.
And you're like sitting on the engine.
Oh, of course. That's just the way. That's just the way to be, ZK. You know what else is the way to be? Don't be like this. You guys aware of I consider these to be, oh, I have a word for it. They're tow truck companies, and like generally I find tow truck companies and hauling companies to be a very scammy group of people. Like just a lot of sketchy people get into the like rollback industry. But there's this like group of them that they just scour the streets looking for abandoned cars, and they just roll up with their rollback, and they're like, give you $500 for that thing. And then they post 60 ads of these cars that this thing is literally like freshly drug out of the woods. It is also a 200SX SE V6, one that I desperately want. And, you know, has basically everything that I desire in one, and but it is automatic, and it doesn't have the right seats. Yeah, I know. It's a close call. Close call.
I was about to say, for being pulled out of the woods, it looks pretty good.
The problem is they want $3,500 OBO for this. Won't take much to get her shining again. This is literally drug out of the woods so aggressively the tires have come off the rims. And like, is clearly an abandoned car. I'm sure it doesn't have a title. They gave somebody $250 for this because they have those posters all around that are like, we buy any car. And now they're trying to, you know, flip it for $3,500. It makes me mad.
I think Dope could probably get it shining again.
I don't think there's enough Lunagen on this side of the Pacific that could get this thing shining to new again. But I could be wrong. It's just, I just dislike this practice. And it makes me mad because I really want this car. I wish I could have found it for $250, but I would have at least fixed it up instead of just trying to immediately sell it for $3,000 more. I can't imagine paying $3,500 for this thing. There's no way it has a title, too. It's angry. Makes me angry.
$1,000 with a title.
Maybe. Less than 100,000 miles. Automatic transmission probably exploded.
Yeah.
I want one so bad. 2022, the only project car I will accept is a 200X. That's the only thing I will let enter this yard. Mark my words, they will be wrong. Kurt!
What if this rolled into your yard? 1962 Willys FJ3. I feel like we need somebody else to give us their expertise, but for $10,000,
It's like,
okay, for 10 grand, this is cheap.
oh, you know something about this. Oh, Powers is in this Discord. I gotta get Powers in this Discord so I can just like throw him in here.
Put them, yeah, just get them. Powers!
guest expert.
Yeah.
This one runs the transmission shifts. It does have a seat.
Always good to know.
Cute little vans were made to deliver mail. We got it for an ice cream truck for my wife's ice cream business. Just keep that in mind for later.
Oh, no.
She got hired at Costco, but was never put on the road.
Wait, she got hired at Costco and was never put on the road?
I hope she got hired in the ice cream department. Owner's manual. Someone can have an extremely rare, cute little van. That is what I determined this was.
So, Power's going to yell at me if I get this wrong, but it's basically a CJ Jeep with a different body on top.
Like the frame is that, and then they put this like body up on top of it. Look at this windshield situation.
I know.
They're super cool. But they're also super rare, apparently, and if it in 10 grand's probably cheap for this.
Because of the Kragers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least, because I don't know if we had one of these on the show before, but I've seen one or two of them in the past.
Upgraded LED
weird.
taillights.
Those are just off a 2015 Jeep.
It's actually in pretty good shape, I feel. For a Jeep.
For a Jeep.
Nomenclature?
All that stuff.
Who uses this word?
Something fleet van is the nomenclature.
Yeah.
For the post office.
Yeah, I was curious if it was actually a post office truck or if it was like a milk truck or something like that.
Yeah, I believe they were like mail trucks. The FJ3. Right? Yeah.
That picture looks a lot like prison.
Is that the wiper motor up on the top of the windshield?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Huh.
I just
Look
now
at your
noticed that.
visibility.
Yeah, you're out in front of everybody.
Got some bent fins there.
Some bent fins, got enough. I mean, you look at how much weight you get with all those leafs.
What is this, the ramp truck?
There's that.
Yep. That's actually pretty good access. Like, there's a lot of things on this that are easier to get to than in a normal vehicle. Is that the tach? Or is that the speedometer that goes up to 9? What's going up to 9 possibly over there? Maybe it's like, it probably is the speedometer, but it's like 10 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. But they only use single digits.
I don't think this goes up to 90.
Well, I mean, no, but what speedometer does go up to the right amount?
I was just about to say, do you remember when people used to be like, well, the Speedo goes up to like 140?
Oh, yeah, I definitely remember, like, in high school, people comparing their cars by, like, my Speedo goes to 160 in their, Cavalier.
That's probably true.
Sorry, Kurt.
No, mine went all the way around a couple times when the dash broke. It just kept spinning. Good times.
The 240s goes straight to 110 when you turn it on.
Oh, God. Oh, we're fine.
I like it, but I wish it wasn't so much. Powers would want it. Powers would want it a lot. I don't know what he would do with it. ZK. What is...
Not a
Has
car.
life got you down? Are cars too expensive? Are you tired of traffic?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, you could just fly to work in a 1983 Terratorn Tiara,
I can't believe you said those words, not laughing.
which means, heading towards the ground. Ultralight aircraft flies great, has always been a dependable engine, Rotrax 503 engine, which is, I think, just like an off-the-shelf engine.
Is that like a Harbor Freight engine?
I think so.
Has
Like, I
always
think-
been a dependable airplane. I don't think we would have gotten a different report had it not been. Kind of a confirmation bias right there.
I hurt. All right.
So yeah, it's an airplane.
It's an airplane. Well,
As far as I know, only $4,000 because airplanes are always expensive. And
somehow, I would still get stuck in Houston traffic in this.
but
Don't-
yeah, there's
I
room for
feel
one.
like you need a different, like you don't need a full-on pilot's license to fly an ultralight.
Is that true?
Yes.
Is this like the scooter situation?
Kind of, yeah.
Huh.
Because it's an ultralight and it might be registered as an experimental aircraft.
So does that mean you can just fly like?
I mean, there's still rules you have to follow.
Right, I'm
sure,
just-
but,
I'm
like,
just-
Yeah.
Like, cause you couldn't have like a radio on this or anything like that, right? Like,
I mean, sure you could.
oh.
I don't.
I guess I
Not
just
a
don't.
big
I don't
one.
know how the rules work in the air. Like, if you just take off in this thing, are they gonna? How they? They're not gonna like pull you over. Is an F-18 gonna come buzz you if you're like flying it wrong? How does this
I
work?
don't know. But these are also very pretty pictures. For
he had the confidence to leave the engine running and get out and
Yeah.
take pictures, not worried it's going to start flying away.
Are the tires supposed to be that low?
I think so, because that's like your suspension.
Okay. But would you get in one of these?
No.
I totally
No.
would.
I probably would.
What?
What could possibly go wrong? I've
Everything.
played Flight Simulator.
Every time I've
If the
ever
engine
seen
dies,
you
you
play
still
Flight
glide.
Simulator, you're either like running into a bridge or driving down a
Listen.
road.
They filled in what was underneath the bridge with ground that wasn't supposed to be there.
Huh. Is that our first plane?
I think it is.
I think so.
I don't.
Well,
we
it's
had
technically
you
a
had
trike.
that. Yeah, you had that cement mixer that I thought was a hoverboard.
Right. Oh boy. Ah, this is actually really cool. This is super cool. 1963 Mack B61. It's a ramp truck, semi truck before semi trucks got big. So it's like it's an in-betweener. It's not a semi truck. It's not a passenger truck. Super cool looking body though. I think it's
Medium
really
duty, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you would call it that. Like I don't know if you could just drive
Like a
this.
dump truck.
Don't do this to me. I don't know if you could drive this without a CDL, but I assume so. But it's really neat looking. It's an old Mack truck with a wedge bed, and like it's still running, as you can see by the smoke billowing out of it, like running driving thing. The 10-speed dual stick.
Yes. It's got the dog hood ornament.
It's got the dog hood ornament. It's got to be like really weird visibility. No? Like, it feels like the windshield's really far back and the hood is really tall. You could lose 4 Priuses in the blind spot in front of you in this thing. But it is pretty darn neat. And it seems like something that was... It looks like it's one of those things that like sat in front of a used car dealership as like an eye catcher. But I think it would be something really cool to fix up and use because I don't think I've seen very many of these still in existence. I don't know what that says there. Thermo.
Thermoquad.
It's not thermoquad. Thermodyne? That sounds familiar.
Sounds like an engine from the 60s.
Thermodyne. Yeah, it's the Thermodyne Inline 6 is the engine.
Ah, well, there you go. Dogs. I just realized the plate.
It's got space for 2 plates.
Yeah. And it says $35,000. I'm guessing that's fake. Like, there's no way somebody would actually get $35,000 for this, right?
I hope not.
I would hope not. But it's a ramp truck
Awesome.
for your ramp truck.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gigantic and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
looks horribly uncomfortable to drive down the road.
Oh, I'm sure. It's definitely something like, I would love to fix something like this up, but unlike my ramp truck, I wouldn't actually want to use it. Like, I would only drive this like two-way car show or something like that. I feel like this would be a little terrifying to drive. More than like the ramp truck with 9,000 pounds barreling down a hill at 80 miles an hour.
But it has brakes.
And they
It
turned
only caught a little on fire.
they turned the right shade of gold or something?
Straw?
Who knows? Kurt!
Me.
Yeah.
Do you like cheese?
No. I don't.
Jeez Louise, here's a 1980 commuter car. A plug-in electric car. And a flatbed trailer.
Oh.
For when you run out of power. For only $6,000.
Do you keep the trailer with you and then like load it up and just wait for somebody to come by?
Yeah.
Like on the side of the road, your thumb up, like just need somebody with a hitch.
It's got a new 10 horsepower D&D motor.
Like Dungeons and Dragons?
Mm-hmm. 8 volt deep cycle batteries.
8 volt.
Those exist?
That's what it says. I'm just over 12,000 invested. I'm sure they're asking for 6,000.
What a dumb little thing.
Mm.
Just
How many of these did they actually make?
apparently a crap load because there's too many out there.
Seems like a fairly nice one, though.
It does seem like a pretty nice one. It actually has like solid doors and
Right,
windows,
yeah.
instead of like the vinyl ones that
Also,
it's got a vinyl
these-
top, but
These pictures look like they're from the 90s.
A little bit. Maybe they did
This
the
is big
powers
enough.
thing and they accidentally took all their pictures at 8600 ISL. Commute a car.
Oh,
Need a
but
car.
the Toyota.
Oh, these people are keen to make a mistake.
You should just call them up and hang out.
Yeah.
no, I'm not interested, but want to grab a coffee?
It's on fire today.
All your
This
gauges.
has to be terrifying in every way.
Oh, I want it so bad.
Like as a golf
Speedometer
cart.
goes up to 50.
Yeah, right.
But I want to like put like a dirt bike engine in it or something.
Goes
I
against
don't
the
know,
whole
something
point.
K-swap it.
Hot.
Hybrid, brake, hot, has.
What is this whole thing going on the left here?
You got to know really discrete mathematics in order to figure out how many miles you have left.
Weird.
You have to have a high IQ to drive this thing.
But it's the 20. Wait.
Whoa.
It's the Trimedic 2020. When was this made? Like how? Like they made this panel acting like it's futuristic. Like it's the 2020.
Little did they know what 2020 actually meant.
Yeah. Oof.
There's your batteries
Scary.
and your little, what was it? 4 horsepower motor? Whatever it was.
Yeah, something like that.
Look at the size of that breaker.
Yeah, that's some
Or
serious fuse.
or whatever. And it goes off right underneath your butt.
Quick charge. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
So all you gotta do is get that new Ford like electric crate motor, right?
What are they calling it? It's something
remember.
stupid.
Yeah, it uses some historic like nomenclature from Ford engines.
It's the Illuminator. With
Yeah. Yep.
The Illuminator.
Jeez
There you go.
Louise.
Louise.
Man, this
Remember
is
how like Nash's?
this is the quirky edition of Redwood Parks.
we've been holding out for a month. We get the quirks out.
Ew.
This is the 1960.
It's November, Kurt.
Listen, it's been a rough month. Okay. 1960 Nash Metropolitan, and I don't know if this is actually 1960 because the thing that stood out to me is A, it's a hardtop. I always see the convertibles, and B, it has a trunk lid.
Is that weird?
The early models didn't.
Huh.
You couldn't get into the trunk anyway other than from behind the back seat in the early models.
You know way more about Nash's than I expected.
And he's got the cool keychain to go with it.
All right.
So it's rough but complete.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like checking out the wheels. You know, those nice red wheels that Cone loves.
You know, that's not the seller. That's just some guy that saw the ad and came by and was like, "No, I don't want this."
But
Is that a horn?
yeah, I think that's an air cleaner.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah, there's the back of the back seat. This is the trunk.
ZK, if you didn't live like 16 Texases away, this is the kind of car I would love to like restore one of these. Like this would be a fun project.
Yeah, and like this, like it's rough, but it's not.
It's rough, but it's
Like-
there.
Yeah, like there's a couple like small holes in the floor. Like just wire wheel it, a little bit of paint. This speedometer goes up to 80.
Bold.
85 if you're
Oh yeah, you get your extra 5 miles an hour there.
And not that rusty, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I mean obviously they covered up the front floors, but
There's also some. We'll get to it.
ooh, the rockers are a bit rough too.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's
There's also some weird caps in the floorboard.
that is, I've learned recently by
Blinker fluid?
blinker fluid watching Vice Grip that a lot of old cars, the brake master cylinder lives under the floorboard.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Is that also why the brake pedal is just a button?
often, yeah, whenever you see these kind of like button brake pedals, that rod goes forward, it pivots back, so it pushes back towards these caps. And that's where the
Interesting.
brake master is. And apparently those are real pain in the butt because they're underneath your feet where a lot of water gets and, various liquids, and they get rusted shut and they don't want to open.
Also seems like it's the lowest point of the brake system.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're real fun to bleed.
It does have a drift handbrake though.
No, it's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I would Nash with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they had a picture of the engine. But
Can't Nash with Kurt because it's not a convertible.
No, yeah, that would be a problem.
It'd still be very funny.
It would be very funny. Tall guy in a little car. I don't know, I've not really been around them. Not in many years. I'm sure I was around them as a kid in car shows, but they might be bigger than they look in pictures.
They're still pretty small, but they're like K-car small.
Kurt ain't gonna fit in a cappuccino, so you're probably not gonna fit in that.
The roof comes off though.
What have we got here? Oh, an absolute mad person with a 1992 Subaru SVX Ferrari design.
Is that
They
the
want.
correct spelling of Ferrari?
Don't know.
It's hard to tell in all caps.
It is. They want $25,000 for their 92 Subaru SVX.
How many radiators does it come with?
Yeah, exactly. Allegedly has 82,000 miles, which still it doesn't mean anything because if you can read the all caps, it's a two-door custom sports car. Yada yada yada. Unusual collector's find with Ferrari designed windows. Really?
Is that true?
No.
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 The guy
No.
Googly Ugly or whatever his name is, like also designed like the Countach.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they had anything to do with Ferrari
Right,
actually.
yeah,
He might have done something with Ferrari, but anyway, they want $25,000. Selling as is, well maintained, but needs a 6-cylinder engine or the left side head. Currently non-op. They must sell, or they're threatening they'll put it on Barrett Jackson.
Remember the old "I know what I have" segment?
Yes, that's
Oh
what
my
this is.
god, this is. They're off the deep end here.
Yeah, and it's not in a garage; it's in a carport.
The hubcaps are yellow.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with the center of the hubcaps being yellow. Like they 3D printed them to like fill it in. No, I'm just gonna say no.
Just
No
no.
interior pictures or anything like that.
Somebody died and this car was sitting around and they just decided to like send it like, oh yeah, look at this car, it's got to be rare. And then they Googled SVX and they found 4 random facts and then they put that ad up.
That's a shame.
The whimsical episode. Well, last episode was the Halloween special, and the best finds of the week were so almost on theme. Kurt had the absolute best Batmobile ever made. Right?
I did. Yeah, it was all bats all the time.
ZK, I don't remember what was particularly special. I think it was just a really nice camper, right?
Yeah, it was just good,
just good. And I had just more really not great Mad Max, but some great trophies.
Was that the one that was the theme is Mad Max?
Yes. And out of this, ZK pulled 69 votes. Turns out people hate Halloween. Yep. It's the only conclusion. I don't know why I made it cone, I guess. I guess I didn't really like my ad. I don't know. Kurt had 39 votes and I had 25. So what are you gonna do with your winnings, ZK?
Can I trade it in for sleep?
Sorry, we're fresh out of sleep. Cannot trade for sleep. I hit the wrong button again. It's gonna go back. It's gonna go back in time. Yep. Nope. It's my find of the week.
Aww.
This is a 1995 Subaru Sambar Classic for sale for $7,500, and it is adorable.
It has the weird Jag front end conversion.
It does. Like, there's so many front ends that these have.
Yeah, that's so great.
It's really good. This one really does look classy though with its Jag front end. Automatic AC, great gas mileage, 50 something. Passed NC inspection, windows to be tinted this week. Looking to put 15-inch tires on it unless sold.
Could it have 15-inch tires? That seems like
Those are
big.
probably like 13s on it.
Yeah, that's probably why they can't find any 13s. Ton of looks and comments, very fun to drive. Inside needs a little work or drive as is. $7,500 isn't a ton of money for one of these, and that's because it's a little gross. Just a bit gross.
It's also an automatic.
It is also an automatic, but you know, for a Winga Dinga K truck, it's got the super uncomfortable looking seats. And it also looks like somebody like was using this as like, you know, a painter's truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were actually using this for work, and that's kind of hilarious to me. Probably in Japan, if I had to guess. Like that's probably what it did before it got imported. And I don't know.
I like that there's a very complicated looking diagram on the back of the front passenger seat on how to fold down the seats.
Oh yeah, all the different configurations, I guess.
Oh, I thought that was just steps on how to do it. Just
Could be. It could be. I'm trying to like see the
Like-
details of it. Yeah, I think
probably
that's
like IKEA-esque instructions.
I do really appreciate that it's just like printed on the back of the seat. Zero effort went into hiding that. But it's real cute. If cute's what gets your vote, come on. There you go.
What is this? We got seller picks now?
Yep. Wait, what? Different show, Kurt. Different show.
Different show. Well, if my Willie's FJ3 van doesn't cut it for your ice cream business, how about an actual ice cream truck for $3,500? Ice baby. Ice cream truck for sale. Will need towed. Needs starter and new wiring. Also, it has bullet holes from a drive-by. Other than that, it was custom painted, worth over $10,000. Needs a couple to get it going. My loss, your game.
There's actual
Fine.
bullet.
I tell you, you get into the ice cream business.
That's a legit gumball machine on the side of it too.
And that was really cool. Yeah, that like goes through to the other side too.
That's pretty neat.
That is neat.
I mean,
apparently not. It was too neat for the competition.
the
mean, that's
absolute attitude of this ice cream sandwich
I
on the
was
side
gonna
of it, going with the bullet holes, is just really painting a picture. And it's not this neighborhood.
Ice cream sandwich in the Adidas. Yeah, he go hard.
The one on the back.
Too legit to drip. as the lyrics go.
Oh my god. I like the way you scoop it.
Also,
Cream, get the money.
also, I really enjoy the bombshell Betty.
Yeah, yep. Whoo, boy.
They didn't mention
Also,
what happened
like-
to the front.
There's
Yeah.
more bullet holes up here.
It
Oh my
might be.
god. Wow. This is like...
Oh, that's yeah. I didn't see that one in the sheet metal.
No, this thing got shot up. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Just...
That's weird. It has like the bus passenger door opening.
Yeah, but
thing.
it was a bus because look at the...
I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at the seat there and the windows. Not much of an ice cream truck.
No.
Like, just one freezer. What a story. What a... the artwork, the story, everything. Just...
Added
out of me.
value.
Yeah, it's character.
I'm like... No, my brain's trying to piece this all together, and I don't... It's not good. It's not good.
Just don't slang your cream in the wrong neighborhood, okay?
This is not-
So I have a 1972 Honda Z600.
Is this on
Body.
like a UTV frame?
On a Samurai frame,
Oh.
12-inch lift, a Kubota diesel,
What?
Chevy 2-speed Power Glide, B&M shifter, S10 rear end, 33-inch tires, nearly done, needs alternator wired, blah, 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 blah. A 4 to 5 year old build, now health issues with hip getting in and out. 71-year-old dude waited too long to start this build.
Huh.
So this is another sad story.
I usually hate these like body swap cars, like car bodies on off-road things. This gets a pass. Oh, is that the 71-year-old guy?
Yes, there it is.
His hip went a bit, yeah. No, this is just good.
It fits really well. Like it's a little,
But-
it's a little too long, but it's close
Yeah,
enough.
it doesn't fit too
But
great.
like, the Z600 is tiny.
Yeah,
Samurais aren't big,
right.
so this is like one of those big lifted body swap trucks or whatever, but it's small. And it looks nearly done,
Yeah.
really. And it comes with a parts car too,
Oh, nice.
for panels or
There's
whatever.
a lot of these around. I think they're just like too
What?
slow.
I thought they all got like used up basically, and then they keep popping up.
Yeah, I see them pretty frequently, but nobody really wants to do anything with them. Yeah, I mean, of all of this that we've seen, like these body swaps, I quite like this one. The diesel engine's weird. Like,
Yeah,
where did that even come
But-
from? A tractor?
basically.
Where is it?
It's
Because
there.
it's in that vague area.
Yeah. There's a hump in the floor. It's probably under that. I give it a neat. No. Does this mean we're done?
What is
Yeah,
this?
What? But it's only been like 47 minutes.
I don't know what to tell you.
What do we do now?
Go to sleep?
Oh. That sounds good. Hey everybody, thanks for watching episode 66 of Random Park. There's a poll in the description down below if you'd like to vote for your best find of the week. I just can't imagine what you're voting for. Like ZK, I knew Bonka really wanted ice cream that day. I didn't realize it was that serious.
Don't say no.
Oh boy. Well, it's good to be back. after such a long break from Ran When Parked. Maybe we'll be more normal next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.
No guarantees. Bye.
There's definitely no guarantees.